Welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host today, Bumpy McSquigums, and we're going to be diving in and we're going to be playing through the demo for Creature Lab. Now, I want to go through real quick just a few points about the game and about the demo specifically, and essentially we'll start off with what's in the demo and what is not in the demo. So in the demo, we'll be able to create our first monster, which is kind of more of a tutorialized experience, gives you kind of a step-by-step instruction and guides you through the process. You'll be mixing mutagens and elixirs and, infusing your monsters with it, and then eventually chopping off limbs and adding new limbs, making it more horrific and strong. And then we will be going and throwing them into a big old stasis chamber. And then we're going to be allowed to go into our second one, which is going to be much less handholdy. So it'll give us more of a checklist of what to do. After explaining a little bit more in detail about mixing various different components to create said elixirs and eventually those mutagens. And then after that, there's just going to be a little bit of a tease of what we're going to be able to get into in the full game, but it's not part of the demo. So the demo doesn't contain the completely separate part of the game, which involves sending your monsters into the city to gather different resources like dead bodies and the actual resources for your mutagens and bringing chaos to the streets. There'll be an additional fear mechanic that the player will have to secure his hideout from the police and at the same time try to spread panic all throughout the city. Now, the demo is available in multiple languages: Chinese, Japanese, German, French, Spanish, Italian, Russian, and of course English. And the core mechanic of the game, and more specifically right now, the core mechanic of the demo, is the mixing of mutagens and creating monsters. They, of course, go hand in hand. They are kind of like an extension of one another. Essentially, we want players to be able to experiment with the mutagens and see what they can come up with in the final game. Now, again, in the demo, it's going to be a lot more straightforward, as there's going to be very limited options. But in the final game, there's going to be so many more possibilities. It's going to be a vast array of options you'll have before you. There are, at this point, we'll say innumerable, i.e. too many to count right now, different mutagens in the game. That's why we're really encouraging folks to experiment and try various different things when the game is finally released into its final form. You'll be able to experiment and do all of those things. On top of that, how exactly can we mutate the monsters? Well, we can affect the monster's abilities by using the different mutagens, and until we learn specific ones, we'll have to experiment. We also can visually change the monsters by growing and adding additional body parts to test subjects, such as claws, hooves, and so on and so forth. The game is due out the third or fourth quarter of 2022, with another Steam playtest coming on by in the first or second quarter of 2022, and a Kickstarter kicking off in April. So, a lot of information there, so you guys have a good idea of what's going on and what we're going to be able to get ourselves into. And on top of that, if you guys want all the updates and information you can possibly get, make sure, if you like what you see and you want to either grab the demo yourself and play it, and then you still find out, hey, I like that, that's kind of a lot of fun, maybe I want to keep an eye on this game. Well, the best ways to do that are to wishlist it and to follow it on Steam. There's also a Discord, there's, I believe, a Facebook page, and obviously the Steam store page. Wishlisting will gift you updates when and if we decide to go into early access, when the game is released, and anytime it goes on sale. Those are the 3 times you'll get notifications about the game if you wishlist it. Now, if you want to know when the Kickstarter is going to go live or any kind of event that we're going to have or hold, that's where you need to go and click that follow button right underneath the screenshots and the little trailer videos. That'll keep you up to date with basically anything that we deem pertinent and informative information for you guys that we put on the store page. That's where you need to go to get that. Alright, so all that being said, folks, let's start our experiment. Like I said, it's going to tutorialize us through the first experiment that we do, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys are on board. And like I said, you can grab the demo now during the Steam Next Fest event. There's going to be a whole bunch of demos out there, a whole bunch of folks participating. And honestly, jump on through. The demo will run you guys about a half hour to an hour, depending on how fast or slow you go. If you want to, basically smell the flowers, look around, experience the entire game, probably run about an hour. If you want to just hurry through, you can probably get it done in about a half hour. And we keep it in this kind of a short blurb, as it were, because we know there's a lot of other folks that are doing demos. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to play everything and get at least a taste, right? So people are like, oh, I released a demo. It's like 19 hours. Go, guys, have fun. You're like, oh, that's awesome, but then I can't do anything else. Yeah, we're a little mindful of, the developers around us. Just saying. We try to be kind to people around here. Anyway, welcome to Creature Lab. This tutorial will help you create incredible elixirs and magnificent monsters. Press the left mouse button to continue. You can move around using the WASD keys and interact with objects by clicking that left mouse button. By pressing the escape button, you can change the settings or quit the game. This is your storage room. Any ingredients or bodies you acquire will be placed in here. It is lovely. We do not have a housekeeper or a lab keeper, as it were. Here is your laboratory. Use the alembic to mix two mixtures together and make something new. Analyze their properties by using the microscope, or grow new body parts using the incubator. Incubator's way in the back there. It's these things. All right. You have to walk downstairs to perform more radical experiments. This operating room has the equipment to make new creatures, enhance their abilities, and even change their limbs. Which is just real disturbing, by the way. But hey, you know what? We're here to disturb some people. So, we'll get to that. And finally, once you're satisfied with your creation... It's not finally, actually, there's more place. Once you're satisfied with your creation, you can place any mutant in these stasis chambers. This allows you to use them on various missions. Now, the office is mostly a front to nosy government spies, but one desk is special. It has a hidden monitor where you can plan your missions and send your monsters to gather essential ingredients. So we'll be trying to do all that stuff. And I think we'll succeed. Because, we're amazing. To start the experiment, go to your storage room to get the ingredient you need. Now, we could do that. Or we could take a little bit more of a hands-on guided tour of the facility, which I'm kind of partial to. I kind of want to do that. So, some interesting things here. I'm not really sure how this all kind of came to being. Maybe there was a cave just attached to this building, or there's just maybe a mountain or something, and we just dug into it. But then we also have these walls, and there's even some ceiling in here, which is strange. But, this is all obviously natural up top, being held up with some planks of wood. I mean, a little scary. We didn't really spend a lot of money on a high-quality electrician here, either. I mean, they ran the cables, but, yeah, there's a lot to be desired here. A lot left to be desired. All right, so this is our operation room, and quite literally, this is where we operate. And you see, maybe there's been a few folks here. We're not real big on cleaning, you'll notice. All right, and then over here, we're able to go and throw dead bodies in here, fill up some mutagen into the little tubs, and turn them into monsters, or mutants, depending on how you want to look at them. And finally, this is where we stab them with a big old giant needle. And we harvest their DNA for reasons, that you'll find out later. All right, in this door, or over here, this leads to our stasis chambers. So we basically plop our monsters in there, and they just chill, much like her right here. She's just chilling, just, floating in some green goo. Not really sure how she breathes, but it's okay. I don't need to know. As long as I don't end up in a stasis chamber, I'm fine with that. I'm going to move right along down the line here. You play the demo, you liked it, can't wait to see more of it in the coming months. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you got a chance to play it. I did reach out. I haven't got an answer back yet. They said, "Oh, thanks for the questions." So I don't know if they're gonna add it to a fax page, but they didn't give me a direct answer back. Stefanic59. So apologies there for the questions that you asked. So I'm glad that you enjoyed the demo and you got a chance to play it. All right, so we've done and did some exploring. Of course, we're gonna be polite people and close that door and this door over here. Now we're going to move on to other parts of our quote-unquote kingdom. What kind of weird lights are those? Look like dentist lights. Well, I mean, they work, I guess. The first aid, is that a lunchbox? Yep, it looks like it might be. All right. Somebody left an extension cord on the floor. So a lot of little details. And then our lovely clean office here. We got our lovely art decor here. We got a little phone on the wall. We must call Jeremiah, though there's no numbers. Also, that's kind of a weird situation, right? Like, generally, I mean, I realize that this is kind of a front, right? This is a front. There's not a lot of people here doing stuff. Oh, there's a whiteboard here, too. I missed this one. I only saw this one before. I totally never saw that this one was here. Okay. Interesting. So this is the one that we're talking about in the office. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, generally speaking, you usually have a phone on each desk, or at least on a desk, and usually you have a chair for another desk. Kind of a little bit weird that this doesn't have a chair. I didn't notice this yesterday either. This one has a chair. But again, I at the same time, this is all a front, right? Like, none of this matters. I mean, we don't even actually put a channel on. We just leave the emergency broadcast signal up there. There's an exit. This is the worst window of all time. You can't see anything out of it. We got a lovely picture in here, bathroom. It's good stuff. All right, so nice and clean. There's a little bit of a scuff mark here on the floor. A little bit there, a little bit here. Not too bad. We got some pizzas down here. Oh, there's a different pizza box. What is this? Pizza. It's the Pizza Brothers. Nice. And over here we got Van Pizza, the best slice in town. Fresh and ready to eat. Delivery available. Delicious hot pizza, and of course the phone number here. 478-299-2897. Probably shouldn't call that number though. All right, from here we can get to our downstairs hangout where we chop up people. We can go to our laboratory here. Now what I'd like to see maybe, and again, it's a front, so maybe that's not really a good idea. But I wouldn't hate seeing, like, on the door itself, like a storage, lab, something else. But, I mean, there is even a little punch pad here. These places, it doesn't have the punch pad. So maybe this one, private or something, you know, just don't let people know that there's a operation room going on down there. And maybe a bathroom sign or something somewhere. Just small little things I'd like to see added. But, yeah, no, I think they did a fantastic job. They even have an asymmetrical picture, which kind of messes with me a little bit here. It's like, but it's not. Look, that one's symmetrical-ish. I mean, it's not as well because it's got, like, you know, big, thin, big, medium big, a little bit thinner. It's like, you're hurting my my symmetricalness. I need it. Anyway, so... lovely place. We're going to go now into the storage room, and we'll check the lab before we get started officially. Storage room. Definitely not as clean as the front office, nor was the underground area. A lot of scuff marks. This has never been polished or cleaned ever, I would definitely say. Not even sure what that is. Maybe a coffee lid top? Maybe? I don't know. Some random plywood we've got in here. All sorts of beakers and chemicals. There's the thing that we needed to collect. There's a couple tarps. Of course there are. Is that a trampoline? No, it's a tire. Sorry. Yeah, whole bunch of propane, gas stuff. Of course, you have to have a ram's head. How are you going to run a monster making company if you don't have a ram's head? There's a crowbar there. Some electrical, I guess, extension cords, and all sorts of machinery and everything else. And then over here, I think you can kind of figure out what's in these things based on all the blood. And of course, there's a shovel that also has a little bit of blood on the handle there. Because, you know, We have to get bodies somehow, right? So, moving on, we're going to go take a look at our lovely, lovely little laboratory here. There's some x-rays going on over there. Oh, they brightened this up a lot. Wow, they changed this since yesterday. This is much, 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 much more legible and readable. Readable. Okay. And so is this one. Look at this. So maybe this didn't exist yesterday in the office. Maybe this wasn't here. Maybe it was. I don't know. I feel like it could have been there and I just didn't notice it. But either way, that's cool. I'm glad that they brightened this up. Makes it look much nicer. Is the secret hidden message still on the big whiteboard, though? It is. You can barely see it. It's like, when need cash, muriatic acid, Mu, caustic soda, CS, hydrogen chloride, HCl, and called Bane or something. That's what I got. That's what I got from the very, very, very faint, almost non-legible stuff going on there. All right. Anyway, so cool. It's nice to see that they did little touch-ups and stuff here. Very, 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 very nice. All right, so it's about as messed up as everything else. I mean, got a pack of cigarettes on the ground. You got just random syringes laying around. Some bottles. I don't. It's just the end of a electrical cable. Just a random plug. Really? Okay, sure. Why not have that laying on the ground? Stethoscope. You got some tweezers. A lot of syringes. My goodness, what is that? It's an abacus. No, it's a keyboard, maybe. Ish. Yeah. So yeah, I don't feel safe working here at all, but just like a lovely attention to detail. I do like it. I do like it a lot. All right, so let's get started, guys and gals. I walked around. I gave you guys the full tour. Again, I feel like our electrician should be fired. This is a drop ceiling. Electrical wires are supposed to go above the drop ceiling, not through the drops or below the drop ceiling. Also, under the piping, really? It's fine. It's fine. Oh man, OSHA and contractor. What are the people on the construction foreman and just permitting people would have a field day with this place. This would not pass muster at all. All right, let's go here and grab us up some Gokasop. All right, now pour this ingredient into the alembic. Yes, doctor, I'm having a pain in my alembic region. Sounds like part of your back, you know. Boo ring. Well, good. Find another ingredient to make the elixir. All right, we're gonna plop this thing down. Actually, we're gonna plop it down over here because we're gonna need that. All right, so we're gonna come over here and we're gonna pick up some Seta or something. Plop this in here and place the empty flask under the alembic and turn it on to mix the ingredients. Well, we already have flask there. We're turning it on. And da 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 da. All right, there it is. And plop. We got ourselves our very first mixture. All right, find a syringe and get a sample. There's a bunch on the ground, but they want us to use one that's not on the ground. Is that an old credit card? Jeez. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. Now place the sample under the microscope to begin examining it. All right, we're gonna go throw that there. Toss this down, and here we go. Use the scroll bars on the left and the right, on the bottom. It's gonna be the sharpness and the zoom, and then this bar on the left is going to basically show us our progress. So it looks like actually nearly all the way down is about our best bet. Sharpen that bad boy up, and we did it. Somewhere around there. All right. So low complexity. Beginning of the game. Do people know abortion? What? Do people know about you? I'm sorry. No, I think like you made it to the end of the demo. It's got a little taste of what's to come in the full game. as far as the sending your monsters out into the city. It shows like there's already some awareness of you, and then you might get caught and all that. I think that's just kind of a placeholder. Like, this is like maybe midway through the game what it kind of looks like. I don't think anyone's aware of you until you start making some noise and chaos and stuff, because they have to like find you throughout. That's like one of the major mechanics of the game. Come up with the perfect monster or mutagen before you were discovered by the police, essentially. Alright, so low complexity, high reactivity, and it's with snowy anise and good old Boyd cinnamon. Alright, you have just created an elixir. Elixirs are created by combining several ingredients and are used to create mutagens. Take your elixir and create the mutagen by mixing it with elixirs from the storage room, or another elixir from the storage room. Alright, let's get over there. Alright, let's grab this blob here. You want to have a lab in a castle? It would make you feel pretty good. Who knows? Maybe there is a castle above the downstairs thing. I mean, it seems like it's built in kind of into some natural rock or something. The operation area, so I mean, it's possible. Our own little Wayne Manor with Bat Cave could be our non-Wayne Manor with Monster Castle. I don't know. All right, place the sample under the microscope. Begin the mutagen research. All right, let's check it out. Stabbity stab stab with our lovely, lovely, very totally clean glove. Plop that down there. It's supposed to be neon? I feel like it's supposed to be neon. No, it is. All right, and sharpness, and there it is. Very creepy. All right, high complexity, high reactivity, examine substance, and it has all of these possible molecules. All right, take your mutagen, pour it into the body chamber to start creating your first mutant. All right, so from here, we grab this, we open said door, we close said door, and we go over here, opening the little cap, and in we pour. Take the test subject out of the mortuary box. All right, plop that down there. All right, so we're gonna go get a body. Probably not a good idea to drag your body through the, the main office here. Seems like that might be frowned upon, but because the greatest thing in the entire universe, unless they fixed it, which will make me very sad, is what happens when you drop the body with any kind of momentum. I'm just gonna pick up this poor dead lass here, put the test subject in the body chamber. I mean, she's seen some better days, right? But if you look down and you do this, yes, they kept it. Oh, I love it. This is my favorite thing in the entire game right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like all of the game, but to me, the body rolling is just the best. It's so ridiculous. It makes me smile. It makes me laugh. I really hope they keep this in the game. And I would love them to like open up a bonus area where you can do this like down in a lane and bowl with it or something. I think that would be great. Just a little mini game, body bowling or something. Look at her. Look at her. She doesn't even know we're watching her. This is great.
Yes, master. We must get the body in the body chamber.
All right, we're gonna go get the body in the body chamber. Just the greatest. I'm so happy that that's in the game. It just makes me smile. All right, so we're gonna move on over here. Plop in the body where it belongs. All right, use the panel on the chamber to start the mutation process. Excuse me, giant thing in my head. I like how we just leave that cap up. We're like, it's probably not going to ooze out. It's fine. Create the mutant. All right, so there's a body in the chamber. Chamber, check. The mutagen's in the chamber as well, check. Now we're going to fill it with the mutagen. And that's going to fill up. And then we initialize, and it just permeates the body. The mutation is complete. Open the chamber now, and don't forget to sedate the beast. So we're definitely doing a little of the old Frankenstein, and we're kind of giving life to some dead tissue there. Hello, Oblachu. This is awesome. You're sending this to all your streamer friends. Well, thank you, Ubery. Sedate the creature. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to. You can't get out of this menu with the creature woken or awake, so you have to sedate the creature to back out. All right, we're going to open the cover, take the mutant, and put it in the grapple. I think that means you can get to grapple with the mutant, no? All right, well, she looks a little bit worse for the wear now. Her leg definitely got some cuts on it. She seems to have horns now, and she kind of drools blood a lot, I guess. And boy, howdy, did she grow some fingernails. Her hair didn't grow much, though. Yeah, I thought fingernails and hair grew at the same time. This seemed like a good streamer game. Welcome to the stream, Rodbert. Wow. I wish Steam let me resize the chat a little bit. It is hard to read some of the names and such, but it's all good. Because it's so far away on the other screen. It's fine. All right, find the panel that controls the grapple and extract the mutant's DNA. So, yeah, she seems confused. So she's sedated. Okay. Looks like those need to snap to the wrist a little bit better. But again, this is a demo build right now. It is not indicative of what's going on. All right, so taking a look at her. Like I said, her leg seems to have suffered some cutting trauma. Maybe she scratched it while she was in there. I don't know. She grew horns, which is kind of creepy. She definitely hasn't had sleep in a few years. Her eyes are very bloodshot and big old bags under them. Her lips seem to mostly not really hold their shape anymore. And, man, she got some real gingivitis stuff going on there. Just saying. She don't look so good. All right. Yeah, nah, we're good. All right, so we're gonna take the DNA sample, and we're gonna back out, and we just stabbed her in the belly with the big old needle there. Use a laptop connected to the incubator to start incubating new limbs. Don't worry, it's gonna get much worse before it gets better, Ubery. All right, we're gonna scooch on up here, and we're going over here to the incubator. So that's cool. It's so cool seeing that they sharpened this up, made it nicer, easier to read. All right, so we're gonna turn on the laptop. So here we are. Select the limb to be incubated and use the buttons on the top to select left or the right limb. The number of potions on the left side shows you how many doses of the mutagen you will need to incubate the selected limb. All right, well, right now this is the default. We don't want the default. We want something special. We can go with the full 4 doses here for the claws. We can go with the pliers, I think that says. That's 3. Or we can go with the hooves for her legs. So, yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go double pliers and we're going to go 1 leg. How about that? And it's her left leg. Okay. All right, so then we come over here. We open up the cover. And ta-da! These magically spawn in. And we start dumping stuff on in here. And we're going to have a lot of these flasks / beakers everywhere as we go about our day. Because it's going to keep piling up. I think we need, again, we need to make a monster / mutant that actually comes and does some like housework, cleans for us. Doesn't have to be her. We got some other bodies in here that we could use. I think there's a dude in this one right here that we could use. But that'll be later. All right. So we got 3 mutagens in there. We're going to go back to the laptop. We're going to go with the left limb. Start the process. All right, we're going to back out. Now create a second limb. I'm going to create a 3rd limb, in fact. I'm not just satisfied with 2 limbs. I want 3 limbs. I wish I had enough mutagen to do 4 limbs, but alas, we do not. Just give the mutant a gun. It will give the creature personality. It'll give him something. A lunar 2019 pig in a blanket. You turn her into a monster, indubitably. Alright, so I'm going to plop that down. And our final little selection of blobs here. Good times. Let's go and see what we're going to make. I think we're going to do the right claw now. Right claw. Alright. Am I a short one? Shouldn't be. Huh. What happened? What happened? Hello? There's stuff in there. Can we undo that? No, stop it. Close. Close, I command you. That should have been enough. Oh, you know what? They probably don't want me having an extra limb. Alright. I see how it is. Alright, can we do it now? No. Oh no, they broke it. What did they do? This was fine before. Oh, wait. Maybe they want us to take the limb out of the thing now? They don't want us to have them all pile up in there? Nope. Okay, then I can start the process on this one. Well, that's weird. Alright, well, she's just gonna get one arm and one leg, I guess. I'm not sure what happened. That's weird. Place the mutant on the operating table to begin the transplant process. Alright, well, we're gonna bring the limbs that we're gonna be using over here. The nice sanitary floor. Unfortunately, the limbs do not roll like the human body does, apparently. Get the limbs over here. So we just plop them down, and once they become non-human, aka mutant, they don't roll anymore either. Very well. See? She just kind of... So it's much less fun when you get a non-human body. Alright. Use the laptop and replace the mutant's limbs with those from the incubator. You guys ready for some disturbing images? Good. Love this game. You've been following it since you've seen the trailer long ago. There is a Discord server. Me check on the right side of Steam. It should be there. If not, there's I think there's a button if you play through the demo. It shows at the end where it probably opens a link for you. All right. So we're gonna turn on the computer. Use appropriate buttons to detach the selected limb, then remove it from the table and replace it with the limb from the incubator. Finally, attach a new limb to create powerful mutant. Alright, well, alright, first off, we're going to detach her left leg, which is this leg right here. So, we're going to remove that and her left arm. So, we'll start the process, and now, I don't know how ethical this is, but yeah, we did that. That's the thing that we did. It's real creepy. So I figured at least we'll replace the leg that seems to have some wounds on it, right? So maybe she'll feel a little less pain. I mean, I don't know. We did remove 2 of her limbs. It's not exactly great. Do you know if the mutants... I do not know what their plans are. I don't think that the mutants will be able to talk to you. You kind of just do what you're doing and then you chuck them into the storage thing. There'll probably be more things that you can do, like putting them maybe in a different chamber or something where you can like infuse them with additional mutagens to make them more powerful, but I don't believe that you get to directly communicate with them. So let's go ahead and plop these back on the table. Oh, goody. Is this a right leg now instead of the left leg? This was supposed to be a left leg. It looks like it's a right leg. Wait, it tells me. Yep, it is a right leg. Okay. Well, we removed a leg for no reason. Well, I guess we should just even her out then, huh? Let's remove all of her limbs, and then we can reattach the ones that we don't want. I think it's probably good that we don't get to see the limbs being removed. I mean, this is creepy enough as it is, right? Alright, well, at least now she'll, you know, she won't feel like, you know, one side's worse than the other. They're all horrible. It's a little, definitely unethical, a little creepy, a little weird. Alright. Let's give me a mutant with a gun. I'm not sure about how much, personality you can get out of a monster that doesn't roll right anymore. Just saying. But she rolled like the humans do. Look, there's your sister. All right, chat. What do you think we should do? What are we gonna name the sisters? We'll say they're twins, and now they're slightly different twins. What should we name them? What names are we gonna give them? Do we want something, you know, like where they both have the same name, like Jessica and a Jennifer? I don't know, a Bethany and a Bianca. What are we thinking? Great job. Before you make a second mutant, it's time to learn how potion brewing works. Go to the laboratory and analyze an ingredient there. Now we get to do some more of the sciencey stuff. Well, if this room is any indication, 2, 4... are they dead even? Yeah, okay. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18... 20? It looks like 20. And I don't know if this is expandable or what. So up to 20 might not be able to fill all of these up at some point, but for the demo's purposes, it's only 2, and you already have a third one pre-made. Priscilla and Charty this? I'm not even sure what that is. I'm assuming that is something that I should know, and I just don't. How many monsters can you have? Too bad we don't see the forms can cut off. Alright, so we're going to go back up here. We'll get to do some more of the sciencey stuff. Enough playing with bodies for now. For now, don't worry. We'll be able to play with bodies again soon. Just not yet. I mean, let's take a look at all the bodies that we have. They changed the lighting in here slightly, too. They made it brighter. So I can't really see that top button there, but I think it's red. So there should be a body in here. It looks like there's a body in there. Body in here. Body in here. And a body down there. So we got a lot of bodies that we can play with. We could try just rolling all of them out into the office and leaving them. See if that gets us mythological monsters that work together. Oh. Well, what about the mother of all monsters? What was that? What was she called? Oh man, why can't I remember that? Oh, darn. My Greek mythology is failing me here. I keep almost getting it, and it just doesn't enter my mind. All right, we're gonna continue. As soon as you guys say it, we'll know. Echidna, the mother of all monsters. That's what it is. All right, there we go. All right, our analyzing skills are strong. Each substance has different molecules, which determine its properties. This is an ingredient, so it has only has a single molecule. You don't know which one it is. It could be any of the ones listed under the properties window and the possible molecules. So we could either have this weird blue fidget spinner, we could have Werther's Original, or we could have a very weird pimple with a black head in it. Those are the 3 choices. All right, and analyze the second ingredient that mysteriously appeared. You guys saw Igor. He came by. He's like,
Master, here is your new flask. Would you like some juicy spiders? I'm gonna go eat now.
And then he just left. It was weird. It was creepy, but it happened. I'm just saying. It definitely happened. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. We're going to plop this down. We're going to go take a peek on in here, and that's pretty solid there. Sharpness. This one is also an ingredient. Notice that it has the evil Werther's Original symbol, or the reverse Werther's Original symbol listed as one of the possible molecules. Looks like the opposite of the Werther's Original symbol you saw in the last ingredient. At the moment, it is unclear if the symbol is really present in the ingredient. To find out, mix the 2 ingredients in the alembic.
Yes, Master. Yes.
You really got to commit, though. Can't wait to find out what the achievements you can get from the game. You don't think Igor exists? I mean, you heard him. He just said hello. It's fine. All right, now we got to mix these 2 researched samples together and join them as one. So essentially, we're marrying these 2 samples together, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I mean, all marriage needs a little fire, you know? Otherwise, what are you doing? We know that Ubery would like to marry one of the monsters. Definitely some fire there. It's a sludge! Don't worry, this is good news. It means that the two ingredients are each other's opposites. By this deduction, you can safely assume that they contain the negative Werther's and the Werther's original, respectively. If the ingredients had two different molecules, they would mix and produce an elixir, not a sludge. Sludge only forms if you try to mix opposite molecules. You can find more ingredients in the storage room, mix them together until you produce a mutagen. Mutagens require at least 4 molecules, and one of the 4 molecules must be an activator. You can figure out which symbol is the, or can you figure out which symbol is the activator? Experiment until you create a mutagen. If you need a hint, check the whiteboard in the office. See, this is a sludge. You can't really do anything with sludge. It just wiggles. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. It's okay. Plop it down over here. What the heck is that? Alright, so this is much brighter than it was yesterday. I like that. There is one in the office now, too. Right here, which is cool. I don't know which one's an activator, to be honest. It's fine. Actually, we can leave that open. Alright, so we can do more stuff, right? Can we play with bodies yet? Oh, we can play with bodies. Alright, we're gonna get the body, we're gonna get the body grand... Oh, no, we can't. Just that one. Darn it. Alright, we gotta continue with our science. And then we're gonna have a little, like, roll races, and then we'll let you guys decide which is, the favorite body to turn into the next zombie. I feel like you're gonna want the triplets, but we'll see. We'll see. There's other options. Alright, so here are all our chemicals that we're allowed to use this time. Now, a lot of them have different names. Like, this is a yellow liquid called the Udiolica, or Lica. And the Pgiorger, yep, totally flawless pronunciation. And the Eberway. However, I think they all have the exact same properties. Same thing with these, like, purplish pink fuchsia things. The Bugoyini and the Pestrulic and the Igio Yeni are all kind of the same. So all we really need to do is take one of each of these colors and plop them all down and mix them all up and make them alive and well. Well, it's nice to see people in chat today. It's a rare and beautiful thing when it comes to Steam store page streaming. Their chat tends to not come through too often. One or two outliers, which we had yesterday. I believe Stefanik was one of our... Oops, I'm on the wrong table over here. We are still going to look at all of these, but I'm on the wrong table. We're not just going to mix willy-nilly. Come on now. It's a pretty good idea. You can try that too. You make a monster that can kill a lot of people. It'd be very strong with a K, because it's good. Alright, so let's see here. I know you didn't say strong with a K. It's fine. So we're just going to get a bunch of different colors. Put that down as far away as I can. And the last one is this, like, sort of weird, clearish, but tinged red color. It's, like, more reflective than anything. Except, notice, we don't have a reflection. We may be a vampire. I'm just saying, it's possible. We could be Dracula. Or Drac in Cuba. I don't know, one of those things. Alright, let's get the syringe. Let's grab something from this. Plop it on down in here. I like how we never sanitize the syringe. It's not like we have to, like, put it in this thing and it can bring it out. It's just, nope, just use the same one. It's fine. It's fine. There's no cross-contamination. That's not a thing that's real. People lie to you all the time about that. Alright. Possible molecules, the Cerberus, that's just the three-headed dog, guarding hell. We've got the key, is what I'll call it, because if you put a circle around it, it looks like a lock. And then the Hadouken booger. You got to name these things, right? So that's what we're naming it. All right, let's grab some yellow goop. See if we got some cross-pollination here. All right, what are we looking at? Ah, okay. We got the Werther's Original, we got the Fidget Spinner, and we got the Pimple with a black head in it. All right. So these two look like they can mix together. Bloop. We shall use the beaker. We shall mix it here. We will put the flask down. Light it up. The monster that have metal poles. Yeah, I know. I was kind of hoping to see that one too, and unfortunately it's not part of the demo. Looks like you're giving them a little bit of shock therapy. Keep them, you know, loyal or what have you. All right, we probably need to check this. I mean, we don't, but we're going to anyway. Because reasons, and because we need to figure it out and analyze it with science, like Batman taught us. All right. I'm going to go here, and boom. So we have all of these now. We have all 6 of these as potentials, but technically, only 2 of those are actually in here. So Werther's original, we've got the fidget spinner, the pimple with the blackhead, the key, Cerberus, and the booger Hadouken. All right, next up, what do we got from the fuchsia thing? The cave basil. All right, we got the target, which is the reverse pimple with the blackhead. We got the reverse, what is it? The Werther's original, so the reverse Werther's. And we also have a Cerberus. So we're hoping that we don't get negative or reverse ones. So right now there's 2 potential reverse ones that are available. And 1 that is not a reverse one. So that's fine, probably. I'm going to go throw this into the blob here. That is so bright. And our last ingredient to check before we mix it. I am part of their PR team, actually. And I have my own YouTube channel and all that stuff, and they brought me in to do their streaming for them. So, good stuff. It's nice that I made a good impression. They wanted me back. All right, so again, we got the booger Hadouken and the key. So it looks like these are definitely going to be fine. And then when we mix, I know that when we mix them all together, they're all going to be fine. Like, I know this, but there would be potential problems that could happen depending on what's in here. Now, in the full game, one of the things that we will get is we will be able to get our hands on a... Is it a journal? It's like an encyclopedia. So when we start figuring out what's what, like what ingredient has what molecules in it and stuff like that, it looks like all of that will actually stay. And we'll be able to figure out, you know, like, oh, this is this molecule specifically, so we won't start making mistakes. We'll have the exact thing. And once we figure out how mutagens are made, we'll also know what ingredients to use to make them, and so on and so forth. So that's all stuff that's going to come down the line. You hope for more kid-friendly? You hope for more blood and gore. Excellent. Now, use what you've learned to create a second mutant. If you want, you can replace the mutant's limbs with new ones from the incubator. And then you guys went for opposites. More blood and gore and more kid-friendly experience. Well, there are immortal hydras, and that's true. Remake that in the game. All right, so we have our thing, and now basically the gloves are off. We've learned how to mix stuff. We are scientists supreme. We know what we're doing. We're gonna put this here. Hold on. We're gonna put this here because that seems safe, right? Yeah, that's fine. All right, it's time for the body rolling, folks. You guys ready? You ready? We're gonna open up all the drawers that have people in them. Come on. Nope, that one doesn't have anything in it. That whole row has nobody in it. All right. So, we're going to do the body roll challenge first. I'm going to come plop them all down over here. Can I put them? No, I can't put them there. Stay there. All right. We got to get all the bodies out before we can start doing the thing that we're going to do. You know, maybe putting them all in this room is not the best idea. It might be fine. All right. Looks like we got another set of twins. Come on. Come on. I know I can put you down. I saw it. It was there for a second. Come on. Do it. You guys saw it. It existed. Darn it. Alright, fine. Staying over here. And we also have the option of triplets, because we have her again. So the body rolling challenge is going to happen. You guys decide who rolls the best. You guys ready? Oh, unfortunate. She hit the table leg. Is she disqualified? I don't know. You guys will get to decide. Put her down over there now. All right, let's go with one of the twins in here. All right. Oh, did I do? No, she's gonna clear it. She goes all the way to the wall. Boom. Oh, but she stopped. She didn't bounce off the wall. Okay. So there's option 2. We'll go with the guy now. See what he's got. See what kind of body rolling powers he has. Let me redo that. That's on me. I mean, the first one was on me too. To be fair, but still. Oh, I picked up the corpse or back up as I was running with it. Come on. There we go. Oh, he's going good. I think he's gonna bounce right off. Let's see. Oh, he did. He's rolling back. How far is he gonna roll back? You will go with option 3 regardless of the roll because he has the drip. He does, but you know, he doesn't look like this when he's done, which is really weird. It's actually kind of interesting to see this guy get changed. Also, they're real. These lasses here get real disturbing too. Like, she's the one that looks the most normal. I mean, whatever. She's the one that looks the most normal when you mutate her. She gets like extra rib cages in her stomach. It's really disturbing. I almost feel like he becomes a white guy somehow. It's really strange. His skin becomes much lighter, and he gets like a cybernetic eye. It's a bit weird. Well, he definitely has won the rolling so far. Corpse rolling. All right, she's got the shiniest jacket though. So if you guys like shiny things, she might be the. Oh. All right. Well, the man clearly was the best roller. So do you guys want the triplets? Do you want to see the triplets? Do you want one of the 2 twins? Or where'd the guy go? Or do you want the guy? While invading the city, you'll be gathering more dead bodies for you to experiment with. So you guys want to see the best roller? He's the yuppie corpse. Hold on, what are these called? Just a corpse, a young woman corpse, and then a yuppie corpse. You guys want the yuppie corpse? She didn't bounce at all. I know. Neither one. Neither the other. We got to give her another shot too, because I just did a bad job rolling her the first time. All right, because she rolled right into the coffee table there. Oh, that's. Oh, come on. She's gonna hit her feet on the thing. Oh, she just doesn't want to win it. She's not in it to win it, guys. Come on. There we go. She can hit her head again. No, she's good. All right, let's see what her roll is now. I think the yuppie wins. We'll see how this goes. Oh, boo. All right. So the yuppie's the only one with the chops to do it. I think it's fine to leave the dead bodies in our office. Nothing bad will happen. All right. Come on, sir. You have won the free trip downstairs. All right. Let's just take a look at him one more time before we put him in. All right. Right. Nice looking guy. He's got his I think he's clean shaven, maybe a little 5 o'clock shadow. He's got his glasses on. Solid. Looks good. He's well put together. Everything's good. All right, so we're gonna go flop him in here. Bloop. Let's go mutate him. Come to me. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's close this. Of wageless workers. All right, so we got the body in there. We got the mutagen. We're filling it with the mutagen. And initialize. Success. All right, cool. We must sedate it, and out you come. Put the mutant in stasis. Yeah, I know. I could, but I'm not done yet. I got more stuff to do. Alright. Now, he doesn't look exactly the same as he did. Right? Like, do we have a better lit area? He looks a lot more pale than he did before. Oh yeah, he's moving. That's right. He's going to move. But, you know, his suit is still sort of intact-ish. He's missing a shoe. I try to hit the buttons really skillfully. It's what I do. Alright. And unfortunately, mutants do not roll. Come on. Very well. I know. It's probably because they're awake. They're not dead. They're not in rigor. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We're going to hang him up. Yeah, apparently we knocked out one of his teeth, too. So, yeah. He's seen better days. Okay, let's go here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to extract some DNA. We're going to back out. We're going to run on back up here. And there's our lovely DNA. And I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to go with a single claw for his left arm. Alright, we're not going to load the last DNA sequence. That is a trap. Don't do that. Close that. Yes. Yes. More. Okay, not bad. Come on. And our final one. Alright, time to build that claw. Right limb, left limb. Start process. Ta-da! Alright, we baked him up an arm. Do you think we should remove all of his limbs and reattach them, or just the one? I think just the one. We already horribly tortured the other zombie person. We only need to slightly torture this guy. Hold on, I want to try something, though, before we do that. Can I get more DNA out of you? I think no, but I would like to see. Nope. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. Well, I was hoping maybe I can make more limbs, but they're like, nah. Yeah, his tie is there. Also, you get a little belly bloat there. Alright, left arm removal. Let's get it. Now, I like the attention to detail here. Let's remove the left arm. Not removing the left arm. That's not what I'm talking about. First off, let's actually remove it. Okay, come over here, hang out with the leg and everything. There you go. Now, say we're like, hey, you know what? Let's go rehang him up and pull out some more DNA. We can't do it because he's only got one arm. I like that attention to detail. That's pretty good. So now we go ahead and we put the claw on the table. And we attach it. Now I feel like the skin tone should probably match a little bit better here. But I realize they're only using one asset for it, which is fine. Which is fine. Alright. They're kind of Mr. Potato Heading people here. I mean, the DNA has to match. Like, you can't put, like, her limbs on him, unfortunately. I've played around with that. I've tried it. It does not work that way. Alright, we're going to go ahead. Alright. We got these two just chilling in here. And we're going to go ahead and plop you in. And there we go. Open the secret desk to reveal a hidden game map and use it to plan your first invasion. Yet this is only a teaser, guys and gals. You don't actually get to do the first invasion. But this is essentially the end of the demo. So you guys kind of got to see how we did things. Or at least how I did things. Is it the most incognito way? Probably not. But was it fun? I think so. I think it was fun. There we go. So now if anybody wants to come in, they have to trip over bodies before they can get to us. There are guard corpses. It's fine. All right. So here we are. This is essentially what the stuff's going to look like. We're going to go in. You're going to see a little cutscene and everything else. And you're going to see a little bit more information. But essentially, the panic level's up there. This is the... what's it? The investigation, how close they are to finding you. Tells you what day you're on, how many days or how many weeks you're on, and population level, the resources, the army, all sorts of stuff. But once we click into this, we'll actually be able to go through the menu a little bit more. So you'll get to see all of this stuff in action. So to start a mission, select the district and then press the mission button. Choose the mission type from the drop-down bar at the top. Finally, click the start mission button and enjoy the results. Alright, so population's just not showing up for... I feel like there should be something here, but there's not. Resources show up, and the light tactical unit, the anti-terrorists, the tanks, mechanized infantry, and the police are all showing up there. We go to the mission, and here's where the drop-down is. Depending on how many monsters we have, right now this is just kind of a, you know, a placeholder. We would probably be able to choose which ones we want to send in, their vitality, their endurance, and then we'd see the level of danger of the mission that we're doing. Like right now, if we chose, I don't know, acquire more substances, this would probably change as to like trivial versus, I don't know, fighting the military. It would be extreme. It's not really changing right now. And then it shows all the other stuff here as well. And then we just hit start the mission. I'm going to spread the infection though. Just because. And this is going to roll the cutscene, and that's kind of going to do our very first chunk of the stream there. Oh, you found the Discord? And we got another one of those guys. See, she got like extra rib cages for her everything. It's weird. Thank you for playing the Creature Lab demo. This was an early preview version of our game, and there are many more features to come. Let us know what you think of it, and stay up to date by following us on Steam, on social media, or by joining the Discord channel. This actually isn't a link. Oh, it is a link. No, it opened up. Okay. Oh, God in heaven. No, go away. Go away, not now. All right. So if you do play through the demo, you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to see the Steam page, which you got the demo from, so... a little redundant, but it reminds you. It loops you back into it, and that's totally fine. And the Facebook page. I am not sure why they don't have a Twitter page yet, as that is a bit more common for developers and things. But, yeah. Also, one sec. I'm noticing I got rid of my chat. There we go. Alright. So, hopefully you folks enjoyed that. I'll read through the little extras here that they have, too. The following features will be added before the release of the game. Randomly generated substances every time you start a new game, so there will be infinite replayability. A race against time as you try to create the master mutagen before you are caught. An encyclopedia of discovered substances. So essentially, like I said, you'll be able to keep track of what everything is, which is going to be really, really nice. And hopefully it will tell you specifically what molecules are in there if you figure it out, or you can denote it yourself. That's my hope. Like you select, it's clearly this molecule, and then you can know that going forward whenever you're making stuff. Various objectives to choose from when sending your creatures on a mission. And I believe the last two are here. A way to feed and boost your monsters by splicing them with stronger mutagens. You see, we're putting them into some sort of gas chamber, it looks like. And you're going to be able to increase their power somehow with that. And then more amazing monsters to create. And you can kind of see here, there's a vomiting zombie man, a little bit chunkier, a little bit bigger. Guy with a little wife beater on, like a bodybuilder looking dude. I think that's the guy with the cybernetic eye. This looks maybe like a nurse or somebody in a skirt. Can't really tell. So you got some options there. So good stuff all around. A gas chamber, you say? I do. So just a real quick rundown for you guys to let you know what's going on. So wishlist the game, obviously. You'll know if it goes into early access. You'll know when it releases. You'll know if it goes on sale. Those are what comes with the wish listing. If you want to find out any kind of events we have running, whether it's like a live stream event or any updates to like the Kickstarter we're going to have later in the year, that will be posted on the Steam channel itself. And you'll be able to follow that by actually clicking the follow button on Steam. That's something that's relatively new that no one really uses, but that's do both of those. Get the wish list and get the follow button, and that'll be the best and easiest way to keep up with things. Or as Ubery was alluding to, following on Discord, of course, is going to be another great way of doing that. So the first half of the year, we're going to have another Steam playtest, so you guys will be able to dive in and play the game at a probably future build. That's usually how it works. And in April, they're going to be launching the Kickstarter. So Kickstarter for this, if you guys want to get behind it, back and support it, you'll be able to do that. And they're shooting for a release date on the 3rd or 4th quarter of this year. So should be out by the end of the year, theoretically, unless there's any kind of delays or problems or what have you. But that's about all the info I've got for you guys. We're going to run back through the demo, have some more fun with it, and we'll basically be ending up in roughly like 50-55 minutes before we close out the stream, and then I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern running through it again. So hopefully that gives you guys a rough idea of what's going on, and that's about really all the info I can give you guys right now. So hopefully you guys enjoy. An upvote, there you go. So yeah, the Discord, the Facebook page, if you're into those things, and of course follow and wishlist on Steam itself. Back to the main menu, and we'll get to see their logo, which is pretty cool. Image power, molten image power, huh? Now, to remind folks what's in the demo versus what's not in the demo. In the demo, you'll be able to create your first monster. Very hand-holdy, kind of walks you through step by step what you need to do. From getting the creature, or getting the corpse out, mixing the mutagen, removing the limbs, and putting it in stasis. It kind of walks you through all those processes. Then it teaches you a little bit more about mixing various different ingredients to make elixirs, and then eventually mutagens. And then it kind of just goes, hey, make your second monster. Here's a checklist. Do what you want to do. Have fun with it. So, yeah, that's basically what's in the demo. And then you get a little sneak peek of what's going to, be coming down the line, but it's not part of the demo. And that is the completely separate part of the game where you get to invade the city with the monsters. Like I said, we'll see a glimpse of that at the end of the demo. In the game, that'll be a separate mechanic, which is different from, of course, the lab part of the game where you make the monsters. You'll be sending them out to gather resources, new dead bodies, or test subjects, as it were, and bring chaos to the streets. Now, there's also an additional fear mechanic, and the player will definitely have to secure his hideout from the police, and at the same time, try to spread that panic throughout the city. The game's demo is available in Chinese, Japanese, German, French, English, Italian, and Russian. And the core of the game is mixing the mutagens and creating the monsters, at least for the demo part. And of course, eventually you'll be able to go out into the city and all that stuff. Those are combined, of course, then mixing the mutagens and creating the monsters. One goes hand in hand. You can't do one without the other. So, they are kind of tied to one another. And once the full game is out, you'll be able to do a lot more experimenting, a lot more mutagens, a lot more things in general with it, because there's going to be a lot more options. During the demo, it's very, very straightforward, as there's very limited options. And one of the frequently asked questions is how many mutagens are in the game. They said that they don't really know. There's a whole bunch, but it's like too many to count because of all the different variations and variants that you can do. So you're going to have a lot of stuff that you can experiment and play with, and that's kind of one of the things that they want you guys to do, is to have much more control over what you are creating, what you're putting out there. So that's why they're putting so many different things out there for you to be able to play with. And what exactly will happen when we mutate our monsters? And, essentially we can affect the monster's abilities by using the different mutagens. And until you learn any specific ones, you'll have to experiment to find specific ones. And you can visually change the monsters by growing and adding unique body parts, such as claws, and, hooves and things of that nature. So replacing the limbs. So that's kind of the whole rundown of the demo and what's going on with the stuff that we're about to get into. So you're immediately sent. Oh, when you completed the demo, you're immediately sent to the menu. You don't get that flash or that splash screen. That's interesting. Wonder why. Welcome to Creature Lab. This tutorial will help you create incredible elixirs and magnificent monsters. Press the left mouse button to continue. You can move around by using the WASD keys and interact with objects by clicking the left mouse button. By pressing the escape button, you can change the settings or quit the game. This is the storage room. Any ingredients or bodies you acquire will be placed here. Here is your laboratory. Use the alembic to mix two mixtures together and make something new. Analyze their properties by using the microscope. Grow new body parts by using an incubator. You have to walk downstairs to perform the more radical experiments. This operating room has the equipment to make new creatures, enhancing their abilities and even changing their limbs. Once you're satisfied with your creation, you can place any mutant in these stasis chambers. This allows you to use them on various missions. Now, the office is mostly a front to nosy government spies, but one desk is special. It has a hidden monitor where you can plan your missions and send your monsters to gather essential ingredients. Good times. All right, let's get to it. You've seen enough plus rep. Yeah, I'm going to run through it again. The stream's roughly 2 hours. I said if you take your time, you enjoy the game, you get about an hour out of it. If you speed through it, about a half hour. So I've just been having some fun, and with the chat, it was helping to stretch the stream out, not to stretch it out like I'm trying to purposely do that, but to enjoy it more, and you guys have a little bit of impact and influence on it. So it was good. So yeah, we're gonna run through it again just to give you guys another rough idea of what's going on, in case anybody's shown up to the stream now as opposed to earlier. They'll get to see anything that they missed. And again, I'll be back doing the double stream, or the double run, I guess, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. To start the experiment, go to your storage room to get the ingredient you need. All right, I'm not going to go on the full tour, but we'll go on a brief tour here. Here is your downstairs chop 'em up, or your chopper shop, or chop shop if it was cars. It's where you do all the bad things to the dead bodies and then eventual mutants. Then we go in here when we're done with them, and we're going to call her Marge. We're going to store her inside here as one of our monsters we'll be able to unleash upon the world. So Marge is already here. We've got 19 other places that we can put people, or so it would seem. Then we go up here to this staircase and this door. Here's our front office. It's lovely. Our floor is shiny except for this spot here and this spot over here. But the rest of the floor is shiny, and it's beautiful, and it's sweet, sweet, nice. Lovely art. It's decorated beautifully. We're going to move on to this side. It is not lovely. It is not shiny. It is not nice. It is our storage room. It is quite... Hey, we have more of these weird window things that make no sense to me. What the heck are they? Why? Why do they exist? I didn't even catch this last time. All right, anyway. So yeah, we have these horrible, not windows. Yep, this is where all of our chemicals are stored, and also our ram's head for any kind of sacrifice or rituals that we need. All the bodies are stored over here where you see the clearly red painted floor, and that is not blood. And all of our little, our little body containment things. It's good. It's good. And then finally, our laboratory. Our name is Dexter. This is Dexter's Lab. You're welcome. Nice shiny boards here. Give us all the information we need. But looking at it, I mean, we have no idea what's going on, right? We're looking like, what? What is happening? It kind of makes a little bit more sense when we get further into the game. And that's pretty much it. So let's go get our storage thingy bobbler over here and get to it. It's the Woharry. Now pour this ingredient into the alembic. The things you would do to the... Find another ingredient to make the elixir. Plop this thing down here because we're going to need something to catch the elixir that we make. The There's too many L's and E's and T's in there. I'm not even sure what that was. There it is. Place the empty flask under the alembic to catch the stuff and turn it on. Now, does anybody know why there's the little twisty thing? I mean, sure, it looks cool, but is there a reason for that? Is it like it has to go through so much tubing before it cools down enough to get into the other one? Is that a thing? I don't understand why that's there, other than it just looks cool. Maybe it's just it looks cool and that's all that you care about. Find a syringe and take a sample of the mutagen. Found it. I have the bloodiest glove alive. Place a sample under the microscope and begin examining the substance. Alright, let's go see what we got here. So, the sharpness and the zoom are the ways that we're going to fine-tune our way in here, and we're going to keep an eye on this left bar for analyzing. Once it fills all the way up, that means we are at the appropriate level, and it's good stuff. Because originally I was like, alright, let's see here, what kind of zoom level would... Okay, and then I would go and I would play around with it on my own. I'm like, I got it, and then I realized it has a very specific spot it wants us to be at. So, despite trying to eyeball it, that's not what it wants. There we go. Alright, we can see over here the possible molecules that are in it. Low complexity, high reactivity, the cave basil, and the deciltro. You have just created an elixir. Elixirs are created by combining several ingredients and are used to create mutagens. Take your elixir and create the mutagen by mixing it with the elixir from the storage room. Sure, I can do that. There you are, back there. Oh, I ran into a shelf. Come on, give it to me. There we are. Alright, fill that bad boy up. It's got the blue liquid coming through, and ta-da! It turned green, and then it got like nuclear neon pink. It's fine. Place the sample under the microscope to begin the mutagen research. Stab that, and squirt, squirt. Let's go. Alright. There we have it. And ta-da! Alright, we have... Oh, good. I'm going to say all of these totally flawlessly. Toclioder, Gaxili, the cave basil, and the deciltro. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Take your mutagen and pour it into the body chamber to start creating your first mutant. Or as I often would like to say, my first mutanat. What? You had to be there. Take the test subject out of the mortuary box. Alright. We are going to do the body rolling again just because it's enjoyable and I like doing it. So, deal with it. Will be a little bit more straightforward though. A little bit more. Well, so far there is no combat that I've got a chance to experience, so I cannot attest to how combat may or may not be. Put the test subject in the body chamber. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oops. That wasn't a good one. Let's try it again. There we go. Roll like you've never rolled before. Bounce. Bounce. Oh, she didn't bounce. Dang it. Nope. Bad angle. Hey, come back here. I wanted her to hit the corner of the wall there. Her head will miss it. Yeah. I think this might be a good one. Oh. Darn. Alright, well, we tried. She just doesn't have the rolling capabilities that we're looking for, I guess. Alright. Let's close this up. And fill it with the mutagen. We will initialize. Alright. Mutation complete. Open the chamber now and don't forget to sedate the beast. Alright. Sedate. Back. Yes, I understand, Uberi, you would very much want to do like a weekend at Bernie's type situation. I get you. I get, you go around, take selfies with the person, put the sunglasses and the hat on them, put them in silly, ridiculous, situations, and just try to get them back by the end of the day so no one misses the body. It's fine. I get it. Find the panel that controls the grapple and extract the mutant's DNA. Well, I think I figured it out. It's right here. Take the Dana sample. Alright, we got the Dana sample. She got stabbed in the belly. Use the laptop connected to the incubator to start incubating some new limbs. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Alright, select the limb to be incubated. Use the buttons on the top. Select left or right limb. The number of potions on the left side shows you how many doses of mutagen you need to incubate. Then, or the selected limb, excuse me. Then select the limb. What? Exactly. Alright, we're going to go with left leg. Start with, alright, we got to open this. And there they are. Shout out to my assistant Igor for his Igorian effort. Need one more dose of the unknown. Alright, and start the process. Ta-da! Alright, now it wants us to create a second leg. I think what we have to do is do the laptop first. I think that's the key. So we're going with the right leg this time. I think before we were putting doses in there and it was not ready for it. Or I'm wrong and it's just... Need one more doses. Okay, yeah. Before, I was just like, it was left in like neutral, basically, and I wasn't going to make anything from it. Alright, right limb. Nope. Nope, it still did not accept. Huh. Well, they updated the game, but they broke this part of it for me, which is fine. I've reached the number of mutagens, have I? Have I really? Oh boy. Well, we did take the leg out last time. Maybe if we take the leg out again. Just hang out down there. The squishy sound. It's good. Oh, hey, look. I did have to take the leg out. Okay. So they didn't necessarily break it. They just changed how it works. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, hold on. This is the right hoof this time? All right, we'll be able to replace both legs and an arm. I'm slightly confused. What? Fine. All right. We got to choose the thing before we go. Okay, so we want, I guess, a right arm. Well, we want the right arm to have this combat capabilities. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Plop that down. Run on over here and grab this one up. Plop that in there. And boom. Very nice. Here we are. It's all four. We were going to go with the right arm. Start the process. Doesn't really matter which arm we ended up with, to be honest. But hey, we got the right one. All right, cool. All right. Plop all the limbs on the ground. Come here. I know, I'm going to do horrible things to you. I am so sorry. Use a laptop and replace the mutant's limbs with those from the incubator. Alright, use the appropriate buttons to detach the selected limb, then remove it from the table and replace it with the limb from the incubator. Finally, attach the new limb to create a more powerful mutant. Alright. So we want to go with the left leg, the right leg, and the right arm. Limbs aplenty. And yes, I do feel bad every time I do this. I don't particularly like this. I feel like this is very disturbing for me. Can you imagine? I mean, even if it worked, could you imagine just at some point having like your limbs missing? I feel so bad for folks that do have that is their reality, you know? Put the mutant in the stasis chamber. Alright, come with me, my dear. Time to go put you in nap time. Look, your sister's right there. Yes, I know. I know, that's Marge. Alright, Ethel, get in here. Great job. Before you make a second mutant, it's time to learn more about how to make potions. Go to the laboratory and analyze an ingredient there. And you will learn so many things. Alright. Analyze, you say? Analyze, you say? Oh, you're just... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're controlling me. It's okay. I don't like to be touched. That's fine. Alright, each substance has different molecules, which determine its properties. This is an ingredient, so it only has a single molecule. You don't know which one. Could be any of the ones listed in the properties window on the side here under possible molecules. Now it's going to tell me about the second one. Hey, I had that in my hand and then jumped out. All right. Let the analysis begin. This is also an ingredient. Notice that there's this symbol that's a reverse Werther's original. As one of the possible molecules, looks like the opposite of the Werther's original symbol that you saw in the last ingredient. At the moment, it's unclear if the Werther's original symbol is really present in the ingredient. To find out, mix the two ingredients in the alembic. The world may never know. What? No, that's not it. Now, mix previously researched substances. Corn 1 into the other. Or lighten it up. What do you mean? Hello? That was weird. Okay. Medical alcohol. Oh. Whoa, it's a sludge. Don't worry. This is good news. It means that the two ingredients are each other's opposites. By this deduction, you can safely assume that they contain both the reverse Werther's original and the Werther's original. Or the reverse Werther's and the Werther's original. I don't know. If the ingredients had two different molecules, they would mix and produce an elixir, not a sludge. Sludge only forms if you try to mix the opposite molecules. Now, knowing what you know, there's a bunch of chemicals in the back room. Go and make yourself a mutagen. I could probably do that. Alright, here are our shiny places that we can get stuff from. Let's take one of these. I wish there was like a little cart you could bring in here. But alas, there is not. But don't worry, we're going to be doing something extra. Extra special this time. Previously on... Oh, alright, let's... we got that. Just gonna make it all out of the biggins. We don't need none of them small ones. We just do it all out of the biggins. And my fuchsia. Alright, Roto-Rooter. And you. I want you two to mix. This is the blood of a goat. Alright. And bloop. And ta-da. No. Move that there. Dump this here. Alright. Fancy. Very fancy. Alright. All of our unknown ingredients. We're going to mix them all up, turn it on. And Bob's your uncle. We got ourselves a mutagen. Oh, it's a lovely little plum color there. Excellent. Now use what you've learned to create a second mutant. If you want, you can replace the mutant's limbs with new ones from the incubator. Well, I mean, I could do that, or I could do other things. Look, there's new stuff. We got a blue thing. We can pour that in here. And we got a kind of an orange thing, I guess. Like we also pour in there, maybe. Now, do I want to look? We'll try it. I'm feeling I'm feeling interested here. See what happens. Are we going to ruin our elixir, our mutagen, or are we gonna add to it? We have ruined it. We have made it into a non-working entity at this point. So is there a way to fix it? Probably not. Do we care? Also probably not. Because we have extras, so we can make other things. Yeah, I don't really know what we're doing anymore. It's kind of gone off the rails a little bit here. To be fair, we got the Eberway. We'll throw the Eberway into the mix. Are you going to neutralize each other? I think they might. Well, it didn't become, okay. So, it didn't become a sludge, but it somehow distilled itself back down to, like, its base thing, which is weird. I wouldn't worry too much about it. See? It's down to 3 molecules. We just mixed like 9 different things together and we ended up with this. Not okay. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Because we're going to go and make a new elixir. Because we still have leftover stuff. Or, not, well, yeah, elixir, I guess. New, mutagen is what we're looking for here. Come to me. Alright, we'll let that do that thing while it's doing the thing, and it's fine. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no, where'd it go? Well, that's not great. I might have lost part of this. Ah, darn it. We were almost done, too. I put it on the thing and then just, nope. Okay. Well, I guess we're not making that elixir. Let's hope that we don't screw up the next one. Alright. This goes in here. It's kind of funny. It's a little funny. It is a little funny. Like one of my things just up and said, nope. It was like cheesed it immediately. It's like, oh, well, that's good. Good for me. Okay, plop that down over here, and I think this is what we need. Alright, we're making our final... There we go. So our final little potion there, our little elixir, and this should make us our mutagen again. It's okay. Things got a little crazy. They got a little out of whack there, but it's all good. Alright, so we got our elixir. Sorry, our mutagen from the elixirs, and it's time to empty it into here. Let that get taken away. Plop that down. Alright. We need to go get a body now. Alright, I am going to do the body rolls again. Let's see if we can get anyone to bounce. Because I think that would be very, very, very nice if we get a bouncer. Alright. Test subject number 1, go. She's gonna hit wrong. Alright. My fault. My fault. Nope. Alright. Forward momentum. Here we go. Nope. She did not bounce. Alright. Next buddy. You know, we can do this. Also, why don't we do this? Okay, next body. Oh, we have 2 gentlemen. Well, hello, sir. Alright, while he's doing that, we're gonna get another gentleman over here. Is he... Oh, he's a bouncer? Yeah! Alright, cool. We got another bouncer here. He's gonna be able to roll all the way back to the end. Alright, so he's our front runner right now in the body rolling Olympics. Okay, is there any other bodies in here? No. We're not really discreet, are we? I feel like we're definitely not. Alright, so he's our winner right now. Okay, we have her now. Let's go see what she can do here. Alright, she's rolling, and we'll go get our final body. Oh, I mean, she bounced a little bit. It's going to take her a long time to roll back, but she did bounce, so she's technically still in the running at this point. Alright, put all the little slidey things back in there. Alright. Okay, well, she's in second place as it stands right now. Alright, you're in second place. I guess. Alright, so second place. Let's go with you. See if you can get your roll on. Alright. Oh, I think that's a pretty good, that's pretty solid there. She's got a chance. Oh, she did. Oh, I think this might be the best one yet. Look at that roll. Look at it go. She might be in first place, folks. The body rolling challenge. It's a little weird. I know. A little morbid. We could be eating some pizza while watching the bodies roll around. I mean, the only one left, so I'm gonna say first place, second place, third place right now. We still got this guy back here to give it a shot. And boom. I definitely feel like she did the best there. But we'll see. So we got one more body to roll. Alright, one time. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I launched him so far. I was sprinting with him. Boom. Oh, but he got stuck. All right. He doesn't win. He loses. All right, hold on. Can we get closer to the door? Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. So you're in 4th place. So both of you guys just absolutely failed out. You're not making it. Then we got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Yeah, you know what? We haven't seen this one yet. We'll take 3rd place. All right. You get to go hang out in the bathroom. If I can get you to plop down here. Which I do not think I have the right angle to do this. Nope. Well, you can guard the bathroom. How about that? Here, hold on. There. Okay, see? That's a toilet. You'll never be able to use it. All right. And finally, you. There. Now, if they come through the door to come after us, they got a lot of problems and a lot of questions. Probably more questions than problems. But what do I know? All right. Down we go. Plop you on in here. Just take a look at her, you know. She's real fit, you know. She's got like a 6 or an 8-pack there. Real strong woman. Well, you know what I find, you know, when I look at strong women, I feel like they just don't have enough rib cages. I feel like more rib cages would be better. So let's see if we can improve upon this. And fill it with mutagen. We'll initialize. Bringing her dead tissue back to life. Nervous system is in tow. We'll sedate it because, of course, we don't want to get eaten by our own monster. We're going to put it in the stasis chamber. Or we're going to play limb kebab. I think we're going to be doing some limb kebab. And, yeah, she looks a bit different now. Some real crazy eyes, a little tear on the mouth there, and just all of the rib cages, just all of the rib cages, just all of them. I mean, like, just yeah, it's a lot, and boy howdy, those fingers look like they not feeling really good. What's going on with your arm there? That red line. Wow. Put you in the grapple. Alright, let's extract some DNA. Take the DNA sample. And, she probably didn't enjoy that very much, I imagine. Probably not. Just in case anybody gets nosy, they'd have to enter the code. And it's time to grow a limb, I guess. So I think we're gonna do a left arm situation here. I want the crab arm. That's the plan. Got an unknown 2. Need one more dose of unknown 2. Hello. Put this down. There we go. Yes. All right, and process. All right. Be very, very spiky. Put the limb there. Come get her. Be like, hey, don't worry, I got you. We're gonna fix up that really, really, really nasty in need of a manicure hand there. No, don't worry, we got you. All right, start the process. Remove the limb. And we have a few extra limbs laying over here, just in case. Why did the clock? Wait, that's not what I. All right, that's closer again. All right. And attach. That's just lovely. It's not lovely. All right, now again, I told you guys you can't roll limbs. They don't move. They just fall straight down. Not much you can do about it. I also said that you can't do cross DNA stuff. So if we were to remove our legs and our arm, try to add these other limbs to him, it's not going to work. So we'll remove everything right now. All right, so we got a leg. Good. We put the leg on the table. It's going to show us that there's going to be a mismatch. It's not going to work. See, we cannot attach incompatible DNA, which is unfortunate because I think that could be fun too, being able to mismatch your creature's limbs and such. I think that could be kind of fun. So we're going to reattach the ones that we just removed. I know it's horribly barbaric, but I mean, I feel like most of what we're doing is pretty barbaric. I'm just saying. We're kind of the barbarians of the tribe here. All right, now before we do that, sure, I kind of want to do something else. I haven't tried before. All right. We're gonna have them collide with each other now. Oh, she hit something. We definitely can do this. Definitely a thing that can be done. Come here, woman. No, you're not supposed to hit two. Come on. Ah, this cart wasn't in the way. We'd have such a better chance to do this here. Just want like slight movement. Oh my god, I launched him so fast. Oh. I see. We need two players. We need to have rolling body battles here. Not okay. There we go. Oh, she wins. She wins. He's rolling very, 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 very slowly. There we go. Let's get some more bodies in on this. Yes, I know. I invented the most popular minigame of all time, body bowling. I apologize to my colleagues for this being the thing that I'm spending so much time on. But again, you give me the sandbox to play in, I'm going to play how I want to play. We're going to have some fun with it. All right. Oh, what happened there? Everybody's just slowly rolling. We got a slow body roll train. I just think of it as like a really, really, really incredibly bad flash mob. How about that? Huh? Incredibly bad flash mob. I think that's what we're getting here. All right, say goodbye to all your friends. Bye. We're gonna go plop you down in here. All right, open the secret desk to reveal a hidden game map and use it to plan your first invasion. They need to add body bowling somewhere. I mean, it doesn't have to be as lame as this one, but like an actual lane, you can line up, you can roll and be like, "Hurrah!" and just, yeah, you know, body bowling. I think it could be a number one sport one day. Just freeze your friend or something and just chuck them down the lane. You know, it could be like better than curling for sure. Let's be fair. Yeah, whip your biscuit down the lane and then you sweep in front of it with a broom. What? Who came up with that? Body bowling's a lot more fun. Can we put you like on a table? It seems to think so. All right, well, that's about the best I can do with the body bowling. I lost a body. Uh-oh. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So one other thing that I never drew attention to before is I love the blue screen of death here. A problem has been detected and doors has been shut down. They fixed that too. To prevent damage to your computer. Frankenstein initialization failed. Technical information. Hammer time, 69420. Nice. Purification.exe. Wrath. Press any key to wipe system data. Good luck. Good stuff. I like the use of windows is instead doors. I think that's pretty nice. All right, it is time for us to head upstairs and see what we can do. Let's hide all the bodies. You can look at your twin sister that we did not use for experiments. You can look at your twin sister that we did not use for experiments. Well, technically you're a triplet and you're a twin. And then these twins, it's gonna kind of scatter them throughout. I mean, they might eat bodies. I don't know. Maybe this is like dinner for them or something. Come on. There it is. All right. All right. All the bodies are hidden. They'll never find them down here in our laboratory. We got all the doors locked. I mean, maybe we should clean the legs and limbs and stuff up too. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Wait, it let me play with all the bodies, but it didn't let me play with the limbs? That's weird. I mean, I'm fine with it, but that's still weird. All right. Still got some stuff back there, but can't play with that anymore either. They're just taking all my toys away. Alright, I think we're good. I think everything is closed up, sealed off. So you come back in here, close this. Spray some aerosol. Get the smell of putrefaction out of here. You know, the decaying smell of death. You know, just get that out of here. It's gonna smell real heavy of like I don't know, floral scents. Then we're gonna go over here to unfold our secret computer. All right, let's do it. So this is a tease or a taste of what's to come in the game's future upon release, or maybe doubtful, but maybe even in the playtest. I don't want to promise that because I don't think that's going to be the case, but it might be. There's no telling. I don't know exactly what they have planned for the playtest, but there will be a playtest in the first half of 2022, so keep your eyes open for that. To start a mission, select the district and then press the mission button. Choose a mission type from the drop-down bar at the top. Finally, click the start mission button and enjoy the results. All right, so it looks like we've got Sleepy Hill, Iron Vale, we've got Rockslide Row, Little Big Town, Rosemary Heights, True Water, Cloudview Park, Downtown, Fort Will, Red Soil Village, Eastern Alleys, Moonlight Creek, Erie Wood, and Brown Pants Village. Brown Pants. That's just because they're going to be pooping themselves right now. Okay. Sleepy Hill is where we're having to go. Tells us plentiful resources across the board from the, I guess, the 6 different things that we are aware of at this point. And the army that is available, a light tactical unit, the anti-terrorists, the tanks, the mechanized infantry, and the police, or policita. Alright, so we have population, Sleepy Hill, we got some resources here, I'm not sure, oh, plentiful on this side, scarce on this side, okay, I got you. Then once again, it goes down to all of the various different units. And then this will be a bar that fills up whenever we start choosing the mission that we're going to do, where the degree of danger is going to be possibly trivial, low, elevated, high, extreme, and the probability of detection. I imagine the more we're detected, the higher the investigation bar goes, and the more likely we are to be found. So we want to try to stay in the shadows while increasing that panic level. Alright, so we've got acquire more substances, acquire new bodies, panic, or spread panic, I should say, spread infection, or fighting the military, or the military. Huh? So why don't we get some new bodies this time? Alright, we're going to start the mission, and it's going to give us a cutscene that you guys can enjoy, and then we'll get the final screen of the demo. Her hoof legs really helped her outrun her compatriots there. They were a little bit more slow lumbering zombies, while she's just full-out sprint zombie. Alright, thank you for playing the Creature Lab demo. This was an early preview version of our game, and there are many more features to come. Let us know what you think of it, and stay up to date by following us on Steam, social media, or by joining our Discord channel. And the links are all going to be here on the right-hand side. And I would also recommend, again, they do mention following. You actually use the follow command, or the command, sorry. Use the follow button, check that off, as it will basically let you know, give you a notification of any events we have upcoming, anything like basically stuff that we're going to post on the channel, like when we go live with Kickstarter, for instance. Things like that we'll post on the channel, and then you'll get a notification and be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was happening. Whereas if you only wishlist, which you also should do, because that's a very important thing, you should do that to any game that you find throughout Next Fest or wherever on Steam that at least interests you in some way, and you're like, you know what, I'll check back on that, or, oh, I really like that. Always wish it, guys and gals. It helps us a lot, so please do that. The follow will give you, like I said, the updates that we deem important. We'll post it to the channel. You'll get that information. With wish listing, it's only going into early access, full release, and anytime the game goes on sale. Those are the only times you really get any information notifications from wish listing. So, good stuff. There's a Facebook link up here, and there's a Discord link as well. They should all also be available on the Steam store page. So just go to the Steam page, which you're probably watching this on, and on the right-hand side, there should be all the relevant links there. The following features will be added before release. Randomly generated substances every time you start a new game. Infinite replayability. Then you have a race against time as you try to create the master mutagen before you are caught. Down here, the Encyclopedia of Discovered Substances. So basically a good and hopefully nice way to keep track of all of the crazy different molecules and chemicals and stuff that we're going to be using. So I think that's going to be very, very, very helpful for our sanity, we'll say. Various objectives to choose from when sending your creatures out on a mission. And then you have over here the Creature Lab, a way to feed and boost your monsters by splicing them with stronger mutagens. And, of course, more amazing monsters to create. And you see a variety of different folks just hanging out there. And that's pretty much it for the demo and for the stream. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, running through another couple of runs of the Creature Lab demo. So if you guys like what you see and you want to come back and hang out, by all means, feel free to do so. Or if you just got here and you're like, oh, I was hoping to see a little bit more of the gameplay, I'll be back later tonight. You can check it out then. I want to let you guys know that the release date is slated for the third or fourth quarter of 2022, so it should be out by the end of the year. And in the first half of the year, we're going to have another Steam playtest, so you can get your hands on the game again. It's probably going to be a further along build, allowing you to do a little bit more. And, of course, we're going to be kicking off our Kickstarter in April. So those are all things that you can look forward to and you can enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed your time today. I had a blast sharing this with you. I hope you guys had some fun joining in on the stream. We had quite a few folks chatting this time around, which was very nice. It was a lot to keep up with. A couple things a little creepy, some of them a little funny. I mean, you get all types, right? It's good stuff. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and hanging out. I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you a little bit later on tonight.